Drama in the dirt, where shit gets messy, shit gets real, and we talk about the things you don't want to talk about at brunch. So buckle up, bitches. Here we go. Hey, dear fam, and welcome back to another podcast episode of Drama in the Dirt. What are we all thinking of my intro? Like, I've used it a couple times and no one has said anything about it. So are we liking it? Do we need to revamp it? Like, I just want to know how you feel. Because honestly, I'm not quite sure how I feel about it. But do I have an episode for you this week? This week, we are talking weddings, near-death kayaking experiences, and a huge milestone in my relationship. And this is all happening in one episode. This is a whole lot of juicy drama, fun, celebratory shit. To start off, let's talk about the good stuff. We went to a wedding, and by we, I mean me and my husband. And this isn't just like a wedding we attended, we were in the wedding. Mainly because it was my best friend's wedding. My best friend just got married on Friday. It was the most beautiful wedding I've ever been to. They did burnt orange colors and with black, and there was white, and it was so fucking beautiful. I got to go get my nails done, which you can see if you're watching on YouTube. If you're watching on Spotify, you might have to jump over and go check it, or you can just check my TikTok because I've probably posted a video with my nails done on there also. But the wedding was beautiful. I had mentioned in my past podcast that I was working on something for my best friend. I got to give it to her, so now we can officially talk about it. It was a scrapbook that I made. I got everybody to write her a letter to put into it that was in the wedding party for her to read the morning of her wedding. And she read through them all, and it left tons of extra pages so that, I would probably print pictures from the wedding and decorate the rest of the pages to have all those memories in there. But she could find out something different to do, and that's totally fine. That's just what my idea was for her. But yes, it was a beautiful wedding. I went with the girls in the morning. We went and got ready. It was great. It was just fun. And I made the mistake of trying to wear heels. Okay, it was an outside wedding. The ceremony was outside. The actual party afterwards was inside a hall, which was not too bad. I didn't keep my heels on. But let me tell you what fucking happened to me at this wedding. So we got ready. I am driving my best friend's car because she couldn't drive it with her dress on. And we're on our way to the ceremony, which was about half hour away. And I'm thinking, great, we're going to be late. So I got to drive fast. So I'm driving my best friend's car really fast, hoping to God that a cop doesn't come by to give us a ticket. Mind you, I wore this beautiful satin dress. It was super cheap. It was off of either Shein or Temu. I can't think of which one, but super cheap. Wasn't going to pay a fortune because I'm never going to wear this dress again. And thank fucking God I'm not. So I had my heels on, had this beautiful burnt orange satin dress on. And we're standing there at the ceremony spot waiting. And there was someone that was going to be late. So we had to wait because they were an important part of the wedding. And I'm sweating. It is so fucking hot out. I was baking. I could feel the sweat. I'm like, oh my God, this is disgusting. And then my husband comes over and points out, oh my God, you're sweating. Yeah, I could not wear a fucking bra with this dress, okay? It just wasn't going to work. And my fucking boobs were sweating. I had such bad under boob sweat. It was disgusting. You could see it. I kept trying to tuck my dress under my boobs so that you couldn't see it. And it just kept making it bigger and bigger. Not only that, but it was so fucking hot out. And from being I didn't really eat before. I didn't really have anything to drink before. So I was just out of it. The heat was not helping. And to top that all off, I felt like I was going to straight up have a heat stroke. I felt so bad because my best friend wanted to get some more pictures and stuff. And I just looked at her and I looked at my husband. I'm like, I need to go get changed. This dress has to go. I cannot. Mind you, this was after the ceremony was done. So me and my husband took my best friend's car and drove back to our place. I got the dress off. It's fucked. It's stained. There is no fixing it. I was going to maybe just resell it. Maybe somebody else needed a quick cheap dress. Yeah, not going to happen. Ain't nobody want to wear that boob sweat. So anyways, I got my heels off. I just put some jean shorts on and a t-shirt or a tube top or whatever. And that is how I spent the rest of my best friend's wedding, except for when we went to the party. I changed into jeans and then just put like this sweater on. But it was the most beautiful wedding I've ever seen. I am so happy to finally see her like settle down and happy with someone. Not that she like was a runaround. Like this is her first actual like real relationship. So it was super exciting to see that all flourish and blossom. And I hope everything goes smooth and well for them. They are our best friends and I love them to death. And honestly, I don't think the wedding could have got any more beautiful. The party was so fun. So they rented this hall. And basically, it's just like one big room, and there's the bar in the corner. And we were all dancing and everything. And mind you, I don't like to dance in front of people, but then when I get drinking, I'm like, fuck it, I'm dancing. So, and me and my best friend's husband duetted a song together in karaoke. So that was fucking fun. I don't know if you know the song. It's called Picture. I put your picture away. Yeah, that one. I love to sing that song. I don't know why. I'm not a singer, not a dancer. That's just fun shit I like to do when I'm drinking. So, did all that. The dance floor was really fun. There was this older gentleman there. I don't remember the relation. It was my best friend's husband's family member. I just don't know if it was like his uncle. I'm not sure. But anyways, family member. And he was ripping up the dance floor. He was just like grooving. And like, I loved it. It was the best. My best friend also did a pie in the face. It wasn't really a pie. There was only like the whipped cream. But you basically put all the whipped cream on a plate, and whoever's jar had the most money in it got pie in the face. Her husband had $150 in it, and she had $14.90. Yeah, that was fucking hilarious. It was so funny. And yeah, it was a really great time. Other than the fact they were supposed to have the hall until 1 o'clock in the morning, and the guy was kicking us out at like 11:30, and we're like, are you fucking kidding me? So of course, we brought the party back to our house. We went and had a fire, had some drinks, did some karaoke, sang, blah, blah. And it was a really good time. Everyone had lots of fun. It got to like close to 3 in the morning. And I said, okay, 3 is the cutoff time. Like, I got to get the kids in the morning. Like, I need some sleep. And yeah, it was actually a lot of fun. Kind of wish there was another wedding coming up, but maybe with some less heat, because that literally almost killed me. But honestly, weddings are just the first step, okay? Like, they have a whole lifetime of happiness and being together and getting to, spend their life together. And that is super exciting. A milestone that I have coming up personally is, yes, me and my husband, we are married. We've only been married for about 2 years now. This August will be 3 years. But come June 6th, okay? June 6th, so this Friday, we have officially been together, like started dating 10 years ago. 10 fucking years, okay? Me and this man, we tear each other's heads off. We drive each other insane, and none of that fucking matters, because at the end of the day, we both still love each other. We're both still there for each other. And honestly, we've been through some pretty tough shit that I never thought we'd make it through. Like, when I first got with my husband, he was such an angry fucking person. Like, he was pissed. Like, you walk and kick a pebble and it goes towards him, he's gonna fucking rip your head off. Like, he was an angry fucking person. But over the past 10 years, he has came so far. Then I think we both have. We've both grown. And I think that's really important. And I think it's strengthened our relationship. We've been through so much bullshit. We've been through bullshit with both of our families. We have been through losing a child together, and it just can't get any worse than that. Like, it has put such a big support system, I'm going to say, on our relationship, because we sit and look, and how many relationships would make it through shit like that? Like, we have both hurt each other. We have had shit happen to the both of us that, like, just shouldn't happen, or you would never think would happen to you. You only really hear about it on the news, and it's fucking happened. But 10 years later, we're still here. We're still together. And I honestly couldn't be any more happy. I don't think I'd want to spend my life with anybody else. Like, this fucking man, okay, went through a phase where he was buying me a new ring every year. Every year. Like, I have a jewelry box with the rings in it. But then I finally told him, I said, it's okay. Like, just, it's all good. And then we ended up getting married, and that was the last ring that he had bought me. So it's been about 2 years. In August, it'll be 3 years since I've gotten the new ring, but it's cute. I love it. I do want to eventually go get a new one because I've been gaining weight and it's just not going away. I just finally said, fuck it. Like, who needs a hot mom bod for summer? But anyways, yeah, like, it's beautiful. And this man does so much for me, and I just couldn't be any more thankful. I don't think there's any possible way I could tell him how thankful I am. Now, along with 10 years of being together comes 10 lessons I've learned over the years. Number one is it's not always going to be 50-50. Okay. There is going to be some times that come up. It might last a day. It might last a month. It might last a fucking year. It might last a couple years. But there is going to be times that come up where it is going to be 90-10. Okay. 90% from one person, 10% from the other. And that 90% is going to bounce back and forth. It's not always just going to be one person. But when you are in love with somebody and you are wanting to build a life with that person, you can accept that there is going to be hard times and it's not always going to be 50-50. You can accept that there's going to be things that come up. There's going to be financial hardship and everything like that. And it does not matter what side is putting it more. You are there to support each other, to love each other, and to be there when the times get hard. And that is what a relationship is. Number 2, fighting fair matters more than not fighting at all, okay? I am a firm believer that if you and your spouse do not fight, there's something fucking wrong. There is something fucking wrong. I'm not saying full like fist fight in the front fucking yard, okay? I am saying if you guys don't bicker about every little thing, there is something fucking going on. Me and my husband, we drive each other fucking crazy, okay? Like, we bicker at each other over the smallest, stupidest shit. Do we fight and get violent? No. But do we yell the fuck out of each other? Oh, fuck yeah, we do. We fight all the time. And I'm not saying every day. Like, it doesn't happen every day. But I'm saying a healthy relationship has arguments. A healthy relationship is going to have disagreements. And don't think just because you and your spouse fight means that you guys aren't meant to be together. That is an obstacle that comes in every relationship that you need to learn to work with and be there for each other and support each other. It's a part of life. It's a part of the relationship, and it's okay. Number 3 is choose each other over and over and over again. It does not matter what the situation is. It does not matter what obstacle comes up. It does not matter what Billy Bob Joe said down the fucking road, okay? Be there for each other and choose each other always. You are not going to sit and bounce back and forth and say, I'm choosing this person this week, and I'm not going to believe this and blah, blah, blah. No, your husband or wife or spouse or whatever is there for you, and you are supposed to be there for them. They choose you over and over again, and how fair would it be for you not to choose them over and over again? If you are not willing to fight for that person and do the over and over again, then did you ever really love that person? Number 4, dates are fucking necessary. I am not saying you have to go to a 5-star restaurant every other weekend. I'm not saying that every Friday night you guys are going out and doing something. I'm saying at least once a month and make it some time just for you guys, especially after you have kids, because it can put a bit of a damper. But do it once a month. Make a plan, make a day. And it can be as simple as you guys go to fucking McDonald's, or it can be as simple as you guys drive to the fucking river and just sit for a few hours and spend time together. It does not mean you need to go and spend a couple $100s or a couple $1,000s or whatever on a date. I'm saying make time for each other. Make a time where it's just you and your spouse. You guys can talk, communicate without having everybody else around, without your kids screaming in your ear. You guys will have time to, do the things you need to do together. And I mean, if that means you want to get hot and horny in the back seat of your car on a back road, that's totally up to you. A date night's a fucking date night, and everybody has a different version. I'm not going to lie, because we just don't lie on this podcast. It's drama in the dirt. It's the shit that happens in a small fucking town. I helped plan a party for my best friend, kind of like a bachelorette party, but we did them together, and it wasn't a huge thing. And anyways, I was obviously drunk, of course, because I was drinking, and me and my husband were on our way home. He was driving. So I decided to go down on him because, come on, we didn't have any kids in the car. We usually have kids in the car, or if we're by ourselves, it's because we're rushing to go somewhere. So that happened, and then he all of a sudden pulled over, which I wasn't expecting. And I am in love with my car. If anybody knows me, they know I love my fucking car. I don't care if it's a piece of shit. I don't care if it's got issues. I love my fucking car. And if this motherfucker didn't bend me right over the hood, okay, on a back road, then it was great. It was fantastic. And it's fun things like that that just ignite everything inside of you all over again, especially after you have kids. Because I'm sorry, but you're not going to be doing that shit when you got 2 fucking kids in the back seat. That's just not happening. So, yeah, it was really nice, and it doesn't take much to do a date night. It can be super simple, and I'm not saying you have to literally go and have sex. I'm saying anything, but that's just what I know some people are going to want to do. Number 5 is laughter is a marriage's glue, okay? I love to laugh with my husband. We laugh at each other, with each other, like at ourselves, everything. We laugh at everything. We love to joke around with each other, and I don't know. Am I the only person that feels like happy when I'm laughing? Like, I think it's great to laugh with your spouse. And yeah, okay, sometimes it's not nice to laugh at your spouse, but sometimes it's just absolutely necessary and it's funny and you'll get them laughing. So honestly, laughter is a marriage's glue. And I think if you and your husband or wife or spouse do not laugh together, then there's something going on and there needs to be more communication. Number 6, intimacy is not just sex. It is the little things. I love when I'm laying in bed and I get a little bit of a back rub to fall asleep. Or I love when I come home and he's like, dinner's ready. And I'm like, what? Like, you got fucking dinner ready? Awesome. Perfect. Thanks. I love just the little, like when I go to get up for work in the morning and he gets up and says, I love you, drive safe, have a good day. That means everything to me. That starts off my fucking day with a good day. And I know my husband loves me. I know he wants me to have a good day. And I know that he's going to be thinking about me. Intimacy does not just need to be in the fucking bedroom and doing nasty ass shit, okay? Yeah, we all like to do it, but it's not everything. Number 7, keep growing individually, but also together. Growing together is important because it builds up your relationship, but growing individually is important just as much. Like, for example, if I was just working on myself, but like my husband was just saying, fuck it, fuck this, fuck that about everything and not trying, that's going to create a huge roadblock in our relationship and it's going to cause a lot of fights and unnecessary arguments. I think it is important to grow both individually and together because it builds and strengthens the relationship, but it also can make you feel better as a person as well. My number 8 is annoy each other every fucking day. If you have a day and you have not annoyed your spouse, you got to fix that because what good am I if I just sit here and say, yes, no, okay, good night, good morning. No, I want to annoy the shit out of you to remind you that this is why you love me. This is why you decided you wanted to spend forever with me is because of my sassy, annoying 5 foot nothing self. Okay. Like I am going to remind you every fucking day why you decided that I was the one. Number 9, support is louder than words. I don't want to just hear I support you. I want you to show me that you support me. If I'm going through a really hard time or I'm having a really bad day, I don't want you to just say like, oh, everything's going to be fine. Like, I want you to hug me and hold me. And, you know, when you can see signs that I'm having a bad day without me having to tell you, you do the little things that make me happy to try to cheer me up. I don't want I got you. We got this. We'll get through it. But then nothing happens. And you still feel 4 months later, you're in the same fucking boat. No, I want to feel the support. I don't want to hear the support. I want to know and feel that you are right there no matter what I'm going through. You are right beside me to take it on together. And number 10, which I find is so fucking important. Your marriage is your marriage, not social media's. Every time you fight, you don't need to post it on social media. Every time you fight, you don't need to change your relationship status temporarily on Facebook either. Every time you fight, you don't need to be making petty ass posts about it. What happens in your marriage is yours. There's important things that happen in people's marriages that are not bad. They're super exciting, but they don't share it with people because that's something exciting that they can keep between each other. And when people blast their fights all over Facebook or like Snapchat or whatever, it drives me fucking nuts because it's like, okay, I am feeding into this drama. I love this. But at the same time, it's like, why would you air yours and your husband's or wife's or spouse's laundry out like that? Why would you put them out there like that? Obviously, if you're the one posting about it, your spouse was in the wrong. But why do you want to brag about that on social media? You don't want to brag about it. You want to work through it. And I'm telling you right now, blasting it is not working through it. It's not going to fix anything. It's actually probably going to make matters worse. So whether you take my 10 years, 10 tips or you leave my 10 years, 10 tips, that's fully up to you. But it's just some solid, valid advice that I fucking learned over the years. And I straight up am letting you know it works and it's great. And I'm not saying you need to follow rules through 1 to 10. I'm saying take a few that you notice are things in your like marriage or relationship and incorporate those because it's going to make it stronger. And I will always, always mention it every single one of my podcasts that communication is key. It is so fucking important. But on a bit of a more exciting note, we don't really have any plans for Friday. We do have my sister's graduation. She's graduating college. Woohoo! Go, sissy. Anyways, she's graduating college, so she's super excited. We are going to go do that in the morning. And then I don't know what the plan is after. I'm not sure. We don't have a lot of money to work with. So going out somewhere far isn't an option because we do have the house that we're working on. But I will probably plan like a little cute date night or something. Just something simple, something small. Just the two of us. And yeah, who knows? Or maybe I'll invite my best friend over to have fucking drinks because we'd be doing that any other weekend anyways. I have such a funny fucking story for you that I am making it its own little segment in this episode, okay? I want to talk about kayaking. I mentioned to my husband that I really wanted a kayak. Did I think I'd ever get in one? Fucking no. But did I want one? Yeah. I don't know if I was thinking, no, I'll just let him spend a couple $100 on one and then just leave it in the yard. Or if I really thought I was going to go out in it. But anyways, then he all of a sudden showed up one day with 2 fucking kayaks, brand new from Canadian Tire. And I'm like, oh my fucking God, here we fucking go. I knew right then and there I had no choice but to try to get into it and try to go in the water. I was fucking petrified because if I tip and I touch fucking weeds, I'm going to panic. I also don't like the kayaks where you have to like sit into them. I like the kayaks where you just sit on them. So if you tip, you're not feeling like you're trapped or trying to get your legs out. So we did go out in them a few times. I always have my life jacket on because, again, a fear if I tip and touch seaweed, I'm going to fucking panic. We've been out in them a few times and they actually are not too bad. They're not too tippy, but we did go out into the mill pond in them. He wanted to go out and try fishing a little bit out of them because they're fishing kayaks. We haven't tried fishing them out of them before. And he decided that he wanted to go up there and show me around because I've never been up through the mill pond. I've just literally jumped in off the rocks there. So the moment was supposed to be beautiful. We were supposed to be out there spending time together, laughing together, which we were. And then all of a sudden, okay, we get around this corner and I can hear the water flowing. We get around and there's like a little bit of rapids. And I looked at him. I looked at the rapids. I looked back at him. And I'm like, fuck that. I'm not doing it. Like, I'm going to find a way around. And, you know, Mr. Cocky Confident, okay? He goes, take my phone. I'll do it. Okay, give me your phone. So I took his phone because it's like brand new and like fuck, this man is getting another new phone right now. I took his phone, put it in my kayak. I'm watching him, okay, and he's pumping and he's pumping and he's pumping and he's paddling really fast and he's doing really good. He's actually kind of making them up. Like it's not like the rapids went down. We had to go up the rapids. And all of a sudden, he's still paddling the same, but he's not moving anywhere. Like he's just dead still. And then all of a sudden the rapids like catch the kayak, turn it sideways and fucking flipped him. Like just flipped him. I felt so bad. I had a video. I don't have a video of him falling or flipping, but I do have a video of him coming back up out of the water. It was so fucking cold. And the first thing he said is, I'm cold. It was so funny. And anyways, he is back up trying to catch up to his kayak, which is trying to float down the water. And he's talking about how he lost his fishing pole. His brand new fucking fishing pole, like literally that morning, just put the new line on it and everything just to take it out for the first time. And it's fucking gone. Couldn't find it. He lost his hat, which he couldn't ever live without. Thank God he's got another one. And he lost his, I don't even know what the fuck they're called. They're like pinchers. I don't know. I can't even think of what it's called right now. But anyways, lost those two. He did bring his kayak up onto like the weed bed thing that was there, and he did walk over and try to find his fishing pole, but of course he couldn't find it. So there's me Okay, well, no, let's start off with him. There's my husband who just flipped into this freezing cold fucking water and he is frozen. He's like half panicked. Then there's his wife, okay, me. His wife in her kayak sitting there dying fucking laughing. And I have my camera up. I wasn't missing a moment. I'm like, this is fucking hilarious. Needless to say, nature tried to take him that day, but I said, not fucking today. I'm just kidding. I honestly really did nothing. I was just kind of laughing with my camera up. But anyways, it was still funny. Those are one of the little moments where we like laugh at each other. Like, well, he wasn't laughing at me. I was laughing at him though, for sure. And now we like to tell people about it because it was fucking hilarious. And not everybody laughs, but you had to be there to see it. It was so fucking funny. But on a different note, I do have to go to work later today. I'm not very fucking excited. I have a tattoo to do later, which is super exciting. And yeah. So I want to hear your wildest wedding stories or your most crazy water adventures. I want to hear it all. I do have this new thing I'm starting next week on Monday. It is called Sin and Send Monday. Basically, you are going to tell me all your sins, and I am going to talk about it, but I am not going to go into detail about who it was that sent it in because that's just not fair. I will be posting it on Instagram, my story. I might even post it on my Snapchat story. And then I want everyone to DM me and message or like comment back on all of it. And it's going to be a traditional every Monday, okay? Like Sin and Send Monday, okay? Grab your fucking wine and just type your fucking heart out to me and let me know everything. But again, as always, thanks for listening in to this week's podcast episode. I am Michelle, your host, and I can't wait to see you next week. Bye.